Welcome to the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Hi, my name is Rory Peters. I'm the founder of the Live Like You Mean It live event. I'm a speaker, a sales and leadership trainer, and the author of Sell Like You Mean It and Live Like You Mean It. This week, we're going to talk about where focus goes, energy flows. There's a number of adages that talk about this same concept. In the Bible, Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." The famous French philosopher René Descartes has a saying that has been repeated more times than I could possibly count. I think, therefore I am. And James Allen, in his book, As a Man Thinketh, said, all the successes a man has and all the failures that he has are a direct result of his own thoughts. So what are all these things saying? That you are a product of your thoughts. Whatever you think about most, whatever you focus on most, that's going to dictate your life. If you focus on positive things, your actions are going to be those of a positive person. If you focus on negative things, your actions are going to be a reflection of a negative person. See, no matter what we create, whether it's in our bodies, our health, the world around us, everything is created first in the mind. Then there's a physical transformation. The thoughts always precede the action. You are where you are in your life, for better or for worse, because of the things you focus on most and the actions that you choose to take. If you're happy with where you are, then keep doing those things. Keep focusing on those things. Keep taking those actions and keep trying to improve. But if you're not happy with where you are in your life, that there are areas of your life that you'd like to improve on, then change what you focus on and change the actions that you take. Let's take an example. Let's say that every time I look in the mirror, I say to myself, God, I'm fat. Every time I look in the mirror, I point out how fat I am. What do you think the end result's going to be? Where focus goes, energy flows. Now you may be thinking, well, that means that if I say it often enough, I'm going to get kind of ticked off at myself and I'm going to want to lose the weight. Afraid that's not the way it works. You keep focusing on how fat you are. You're telling your mind, I like being fat. That doesn't make any sense, right? All your mind knows is what you're focusing on. I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat. Your mind says, well, that must be something that's important to him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be focusing on it so much. So we're going to help you get more fat. We're going to help you become fatter. Where focus goes, energy flows. So the antithesis of this is that if I want to lose the weight, I don't focus on where I am. I focus on where I want to be. So when you look in the mirror, you say to yourself, I'm getting thinner. I'm looking good. I'm getting thinner every day and I'm looking good. And what does your mind see? Your mind sees, wow, he's really focusing on getting thinner. That's all he thinks about is getting thinner. Obviously, this is important. We need to help him get thinner. And your mind is going to help you focus on getting thinner, not on getting fatter. You don't focus on where you are. You focus on where you want to be. There's a second component of this which is equally as important. It's how you talk to yourself. Not just what you say, but how you say it. In other words, when you're talking to yourself, you want to say it in the positive, not in the negative. Meaning, again, as I said earlier, say what you want. Don't say what you don't want. Let me give you an example. And probably a lot of us have experienced this. Especially this as a new driver. I remember when I was first learned to drive. And we used to go to guitar lessons. And my mom would usually drive me there, but now I've got my license. So there's this one alleyway that we have to drive through to get to the parking spot. And it is thin. There's not a lot of room on either side of the car. And my mom said, all right, you're the driver. There's two ways I could approach this. The first one is I'm driving through, I could think to myself, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. But here's the problem. Your mind works in images. Therefore, it can't put together an image that says, don't hit the wall. There's no such image. There is an image of you hitting the wall, but there's no image of you not hitting a wall. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, wouldn't that just be an image of you driving straight through and not clipping the wall? Yeah, except that's not what you said. Your mind can't make that leap. It's going to be based on the words you say. So if I say, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, what my mind hears is, hit the wall, hit the wall. And you're going to find yourself starting to drift. You may have noticed yourself doing that in various situations while driving back in the early days. It's what you focus on, not what you don't focus on. Your mind doesn't understand negatives. Let's say you're going into a sales presentation and you say to yourself, don't blow the sale, don't blow the sale. Your mind works in images. It doesn't understand negatives. What is the image for don't blow the sale? Now you can make something up and say, well, that's closing the sale. Those aren't the words you said. You said don't blow the sale. Your mind's not going to make things up. It's going to base it on what you said, what you're thinking. So when it hears don't blow the sale, all it really hears is blow the sale, because there is no negative image. It doesn't understand negatives. And so you're going to go in there with your mind going, blow the sale, blow the sale. You don't focus on what you don't want. You focus on what you do want. So when I'm driving that alley, what was going through my mind, and I didn't know this at the time, I just was doing it, was straight as an arrow, straight as an arrow. That's what I was focused on, straight as an arrow, straight as an arrow. That's what I was focusing on. I just wanted to keep perfectly straight down that alley. I didn't think about what I didn't want. I thought about what I wanted. The same thing is true when I was in sales. I didn't go into any sales presentation saying, don't blow it. I went into every sales presentation saying, I'm going to close this sale. That's my thought every single time. If it's not, why am I there? If I'm not there to close a sale, what's the point? I was there to close a sale. So every presentation, my mind was close a sale, close a sale. Now, did I close every sale? No, of course not. But I closed more than I would have otherwise because I went into it with a positive attitude and with great expectation. I told my mind what I wanted. So when you're talking to yourself, focus on the things you want, not what you don't want. Don't say, I'm fat. Say, I'm getting thinner every day. Focus on what you would not want, not what you don't want. If you're trying to accomplish something, tell yourself that you're going to accomplish this, not that you're not going to fail. Because saying I'm not going to fail, basically according to your mind, is I'm going to fail. Focus on what you want in the positive, not what you don't want. Focus goes where energy flows. Where you focus most is where your actions are going to follow. And if you want to improve your life, change what you focus on. Focus on the things you want. The things you want today, the things you want next week, the things you want a year from now. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. We very seldom get what we want in life, but we usually get what we expect. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a fantastic week.